Hello everybody, this is Ed from Organoizes, and I decided to make a little video documenting our CD or EP or whatever we're actually doing right now. We already had a couple of shows and now we're actually recording our songs the right way. We already did some recordings before, but it was just for us. So I usually record in my place, and now I'm trying to record it, as tight as possible, with all the changes we made during rehearsals and everything. So the plan right now is we're gonna record all of the guitars at my place, the bass as well, through DI, going straight to the computer for those who know. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a couple of tracks from each guitar and I'm going to reamp them on a studio using my Black Star. Maybe we're gonna rent an Orange or a Marshall or something like that, and we're just gonna fuck around until we find the right sounds. So that's gonna be pretty cool. We're also gonna record the vocals in the studio. We're gonna record a bunch of percussion in the studio, and we're going to an actual recording studio to record the drums. Especially because now Vitor has a bunch of cool pieces to it. He has a totally warped crash cymbal that just sounds like a china and has a cowbell on top of it, and it's pretty crazy. It's pretty cool. So we're just starting here. We're starting at my house. I recorded a couple of songs, but I decided to show you guys a little bit what the process is, because I always love to watch this type of stuff on YouTube and watching how other bands do their stuff. So this is pretty cool. So to start with, this is for the gear nerds and whoever likes to know about guitars and everything. This one here is my guitar, actually mine. So I designed the whole thing. I designed the shape of the body. I designed the type of wood, the pickups, kill switch knob, EMG booster, Goto Floyd Rose, and those, I forgot the name in English how we call it, but it's easier to solo here. I'm a horrible guy to play solos, by the way, but I did it because I thought it was gonna be cool, and it's very hard to play on that. But it's only on this quarter of the guitar, only from fret 12 onwards, and the bottom or top part, however you call it. And it was made by a Brazilian luthier called Zaganin, and it's pretty cool. It has locking Goto tuners and all that, and this guitar has been serviced by Aichi, a legendary luthier here in Vancouver. The pickups are EMGs. I put EMGs 81, and I like the EMG 60s to the neck pickup. Is a bit fatter, I think, than the 85 that most people use. So I don't know, I'm going straight to the computer and I'm using Wave GTR to track the DIs. Let me show you a little bit here. My screen. Wow. Yeah, that's my Pro Tools screen right here. I recorded a couple of takes, you guys can see. I can show later in another episode what I'm actually doing right now. That's why you see all those lines here. I'm editing those guitars. But why don't I do one take? And you guys can see how terrible of a player I am before all the guitars are actually edited. So I'm going guitar straight into my Apogee, and I'm recording in Pro Tools, as you guys could see. I have a GTR tuner here just to make sure my guitar is okay. Alright, I think it held its tuning. It was having some problems with holding the tuning. So what I do, I usually just put here a little pre-roll of a bar, and I'm gonna record the right guitar right now, secondary layer, because I have one already. So I'm gonna record just a little bit and then I can show my screen to you guys. So this is just me fucking around. enough. All right, cool. As you guys can see, there's a lot of mistakes in there, but it's all good. And what I'm trying to get right with our songs, I'm not trying to do the same thing all the time. We try to change parts quite often and make some weird stuff like this. And so one of the guitars on this riff is going, and the other guitar on the other side is going. Whoops. Ah. There we go. So one goes and the other goes. So it's really weird on the speakers. It's almost like the guitars cross over to the speakers. It's kind of fun. All right, and I tried to make some different picking styles. And by the way, I chose this regular Dunlop pick. I don't even know what the thickness is. Oh, it's 1 millimeter pick. But I was using this chicken pick to record. And the chicken pick is really crazy. It's this really good material. It's very hard, almost like a stone pick, and it has beveled edges. And I love it for playing live. It's very chuggy. But for recording, I ended up liking the Dunlop better. I actually A-B'd on the computer. It's really cool. It has a lot more transient. It's snappier and it's not punchier, but you can feel the digging more. You can hear the carving on the string more than the actual. This one here is good for live. It goes chum chum chum. This one here is good for recording. This style of song that we want is clunk 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 instead of chunk chunk chunk. So, sound nerd stuff. Cool. I'll show the screen a little bit to show you kind of what I do. There we go. We have a screen. Perfect. But not really. So for those who can see here, yeah, I can see something. So this is a little bit that I recorded. So usually what I do, I have my inserts here, and then sometimes I send to a verb. It's not running right now. Right now I'm only running the tuner, Wave GTR here. I'm using this setting right now. Again, it's just for tracking because I really want the transients, and I'm using a little equalizer here, just to look at that hiss, just to cut off the lows. And I like the DI because I can clearly see the transients here, right? So I can edit them really easily, and then I can reamp them, and it's gonna be totally awesome. So it's pretty simple. I usually, like I said, I put a little bit of pre-roll, and I click on the screen somewhere here. Let's pretend I want to record here, and I'm just gonna press 3 on my numeric keyboard, and off I go. There we go. And that was a part. And if I made a mistake, I would just, oh, look at it struck. I would just come here, press 3 again. I need to turn on the sound of my guitar, otherwise it won't work. There we go. And there was a wrong note here, so I could just replace it. And off we go. And so on until forever. All right. I think I'm gonna turn this into a series, if you guys like it. And come on, let's hope so. And if you guys like it, we're gonna start uploading our process a little bit here on YouTube. Please follow us, subscribe us. You know the deal. Everybody on YouTube says that these days. We just want to share the content. It's just something fun to do. All right? Cool. See ya.